In this video, we are going to be putting the final touches on our calculator's UI. The first thing we're going to fix is the alignment of our operation buttons. They look kind of strange in their own row. What would look better is if we align them vertically and put them to the right side of our number buttons, which would create a nice 4x4 grid of buttons. So the first thing we need to do is change this H stack to a V stack. Then we need to change the layout for our buttons. So let's create an H stack for all of our buttons. And inside it, we will put a V stack for holding all of our number buttons. And right here is where we will put our operation buttons. And let's take all of these buttons and cut and paste them right here. Then let's take the operation buttons and cut and paste those right here. Let's run this and see what it looks like. Okay, so you can see we have our 4x4 grid of buttons and it looks a little better than before. Currently, our buttons look a bit small and it's hard to tell the numbers apart from the non-number buttons. So let's scroll down to the custom button view. First, let's just make our buttons bigger by setting the frame to be 64 by 64. And that looks better. And now let's change the colors of some of our buttons. We'll make all of our operation buttons green. Then we'll make the clear and equals buttons purple. And that makes it a bit easier to tell the difference between our buttons. Now let's make some improvements to our overall layout because our buttons are too high on the screen. We'll add a spacer right here to push everything down. Then we'll take our displayed number and wrap it in an H stack and add a spacer to push it to the right side. That looks like it needs some padding, so let's add some horizontal padding here. We have a lot of vertical space on the top that isn't being used. So let's use that space to display the results of previous calculations. So we'll create a new @state private var previous calculations, and that's going to be an array of doubles. And then down in our equals function, we'll unwrap the displayed number and add it to our list of previous calculations. Now we need to display these previous calculations. So right here, we'll create a VStack, and inside we'll do a for each on previous calculations. And then we'll have an H stack with a spacer and text. For the text, we'll put in a string and we'll format it just like we did before using the num. And we'll make the font .headline, and the foreground color will be .secondary. Then we'll add some horizontal padding. And now as we perform calculations, they are displayed above our current number. And the list grows as we add more calculations. So that's it for the calculator app. Thanks for watching.